Good morning. This is iracing with Bully Chef 710 of WTF Racing. Welcome to the kitchen. We're going to go ahead and test the next gen car, the Toyota Camry, at Dover, and then we're going to go ahead and do a test at Circuits of the America. These are my next two league races. So I figure I'll run this track and try and see how they feel here, and in variation to the older Cup cars. Rather nice surprise, at least for me, to see him drop last night. Ran a couple races with my friend. The first impressions were pretty good. Seems to be an easier drive. I imagine the drive will it'll change as more information and data comes out about the cars and the vehicles. Pretty cool car. 5 speed sequential shifting unit. It does handle really nice. Like I said, in California, it was pretty much wide open like a super speedway. 3 4 wide race and no problem in them. But like I said, initial impressions could be, a little bit skewed because we really don't know a whole lot about the car outside of what we're seeing virtually and things like that. I do like the looks of all the cars. I'm not Chevy's my least of them all. I like it as far as appearance goes. But let's go ahead and hop on track, give her a go, and see how things look. Just like the old cars, you can change between your map displays. Um, all the same settings generally apply. Oh, let's go back into the garage. There are some differences in how they do it because this is a rack and pinion steering vehicle. So your garage settings are going to be a bit different. Now, for a fixed race, I'll go ahead and show you. You can adjust the pinion steering, so it's just like adjusting the steering ratio, only the opposite. If I go to 53 millimeters, it takes more wheel to turn it than I was with at the 60 millimeter. So this would be more like, for example, a 16 to 1 ratio. This would be like a 14 to 1 for an example if you were to adjust them, in vehicle. You still do get your brake bias and your offset. Front and rear MC, I do believe you can adjust as well in the fixed setup. So I believe it's these five, if I remember correctly from last night. In a fixed setup realm, you can change. Of course, like I said, these are racket pinion steering, so that's a little bit different than the measurements and how they work the settings. So we'll just kind of go from there. So let's hop on track and give this baby a try. Like I said, they are a sequential shift unit.
Pit lane speed limit is 35
so
miles
I have
per hour.
my shifter set up. I do use the Fanatec shifter. I have it set up so I can just pop up for first gear, up in gears, and down for the next. I did, like I said, I've only driven the Toyota. I did get them all. I'll do later videos on the Ford and Chevy and see what the differences are between them. But today we're just going to go ahead and stick with the Toyota on this particular video. I generally do drive the Toyota everywhere anyway. Still kind of gives up eye on the turn. Pushed out a little bit there. First laps on Dover here, so trying to figure out where she goes. Seems to be pretty good. I did notice when we were running California, it did tend to get a little on the aero loose side. You got loose in traffic pretty thoroughly. So we're saying 23.5 is optimal.
You've just done a 23.2.
23.2, so I'm a little 23.176, so I'm a little faster than what the initial optimal time was. Got a little bit better lap going here. Notice anybody's same kind of lift points, except for with this, I don't have to really get all the way out of the gas like I was doing with the old cars coming here,
The lap time was at 22.6.
Pretty good in the rear end on it by myself. I keep her on the bottom of the track pretty easy. Got it out a little bit there, got a little bit loose. Like I said, I'm really kind of pushing, trying to see what the real limitations are on the vehicle and how she drives. It got a little loose there too. Like I said, drove those first couple turns pretty hard.
That lap was at
so
22.6. That puts you 0.1 slower than your best.
We'll do 10, come on in, maybe readjust some steering, get a feel for it a little bit differently. Now, with a little bit of wear on the tires, I'm definitely going to get out of the gas a little bit there. I experiment with a little bit of braking upon entry. For this one, I think I'm just going to lift.
That lap time was 22.9. You're currently 0.3 off your best.
that seemed to definitely help the car settle a little bit with the lift. So it's not a huge lot different than the line I was running at Dover before, which is one of my absolute favorite tracks, to tell you the truth. I really love running here. If you like what we're doing, also please drop a like, follow, subscribe, tell a friend. We'd love to have get your input, and every little bit does help. So leave a comment, all that good stuff. I can drive it in if I lift a touch deeper than what I did the old Cup cars, so pick up a little bit of speed.
That lap was at 22.3.
So now I'm at 22.2 for my best lap. It's showing me as an optimal 22.200. I'm at 22.272, so a little bit. Lap 7. Like I said, I did drive this bugger hard from the get-go. One thing I did notice, the force feedback is definitely
You've just done
a lot
at 22.3. You're now 0.1 off your best.
I did jump, the amount of force feedback, had my weight from 15 pounds to 20 in these cars. To try to get the feel I really want to have out of the wheel. But after that, it seemed to just rock along really, really well. So, we'll take it down.
Your last lap time was at
22.192, so definitely getting there, figuring her out. Like I said, my overall first impressions of the car, they drive even easier than the Cup cars, which aren't a hard drive, although some of the recent updates in iRacing have definitely made the Cup cars a little bit more of a challenge. I've enjoyed the challenge, learning to adapt and overcome.
That lap time was 22.6. You're now 0.5 off your best.
But, these things are going to be, like I said, real fun. I ran a race with my boys from WTF Racing last night on California, and we just had a tremendously good time and a blast. Totally changed the way that Auto Club raced. It's more like a super speedway for these buggers with this independent rear suspension.
That was at 22.6. You're currently 0.5 off your best.
Around the track. 3-4 wide racing, no problem. Great, it seemed to do really well. Outside of that, and even like I said, loose in traffic early, after you get a couple laps on them, oh, there's the wall. That's all right. Lap 11. We'll go ahead and pull off, reset.
You've just done a 23.7. That puts you 1.6. Slower than your best.
But not too bad. First impressions, like I said earlier, the car's nice. I like the looks of them. I like the fact that they all got kind of their own little nuances, which make them more like a real car. Of course, not a lot of schemes out right now. I generally do my own. Haven't had a chance to set my own up, so I went to Trading Paints and picked up this nice little Toyota Camry scheme here. So you guys take a good look at it from multi views. It's they did a good job with it. I think they're just really kind of a sexy looking little machine there. Many people may disagree with me. I think NASCAR is definitely trying to take it within the right direction with the way they're doing these cars. And I'm really excited to see the debut of them next year. The Provisional Series race last night was really good with them, I thought. Especially since no one's ever driven them and learned them. I thought the race went real, real well. So, just kind of each their thing. We're going to take it up to 53. I generally go opposite of 2 with my other car, and it felt a little snug, so I'm going to drop a little bit of brake bias out. I generally run fixed setup races. There's not a lot of setups out here for these. I am no setup pro, so I kind of just try and, make it work the best I can. I make these little adjustments for what they'll be, because we'll be in my league, WTF Racing. We're a fixed setup league. We do run our Cup races on Monday nights. We have a super late model. Well, now it's ARCA series, a Xfinity in the Truck series as well. If anybody's interested in joining the league, please DM me directly on my Facebook account, or you can go ahead and look us up under the leagues in iRacing, under the beta, and under WTF Racing. And you'll find all 4 of our series up in there. Just drop us an application, all our recruiting, and let us, and we'll get up with you. Other than that, like I said, it seems to be a pretty nice car. I think I got out of the gas just a little bit late there.
That lap was at 22.0.
Seems a little smoother now. I adjusted the steering a little bit. I like it. I like it. Picking up a little time next to the turn. Good deal. Good deal. That's what we wanted. There you go. That should be a 21.920.
The lap time was 21.9.
It's a little quicker, a little smoother. Like I said, the car definitely drives. I guess I'd call it an easier drive. I mean, I got around Darlington, which is, I hate that place. I love the racing on TV. I just hate Darlington. I can't. So one track, I thought I'm any good anyways, but it really is the one track I just can't seem to really figure out. So, you know, that's just kind of what it is what it is. But I got around there a lot easier in this thing than I did in the old cars. And
well, that was at 21.9.
21.852, so definitely, you know, doing well with it. But like I was saying, definitely got around it better than I did the Cup cars. I ran in the Cup cars. I ran one of the unranked races for these cars at Darlington and ran fifth.
The lap time was at 22.1. You're currently 0.2 off your best.
Fifth. Now, granted, it was the unranked race, so you know, guys were a little aggressive, and we had, you know, quite a few crashes, but still got around the track a lot cleaner than I ever did in the other Cup cars or the Xfinity or even the trucks. I just suck at Darlington.
You've just done a 22.2. That puts you 0.3,
really
slower than
nice.
your best.
Seems to be a little tighter vehicle than the old Cup cars. You know, that could be, you know, it's getting more mechanical grip due to the independent rear suspension and the wider tires that they've chosen to run on these. But still, really,
that was a
nice
22.3.
car. You know,
you're now 0.5 off your best.
Like I said, through the tires and the independent rear differentials. So it's not a horrible way to go. I really do kind of like
the
them.
track temperature's falling. It's now 105
really nice.
Fahrenheit. You've just done a 22.4. You're now 0.5 off your best.
We'll go to lap 25 and then we'll swap it over to the road course and see how these guys do on there. Now, I have not put these on the road course at all yet. We did run a Richmond, and then we hosted a Richmond race last night, which was a lot of fun in these cars too, to tell you the truth. And then, of course, the Auto Club race. Have not had it
That was at 22.5. That puts you 0.7 off your best.
Going to work, truthfully, because, like I said, in traffic at California, holding them wide open through the whole track, you know, traffic got a little. You know, the car tend to dance a little bit in traffic. Not like, you know, pickup cup dancing or anything, but dancing nevertheless. Getting a little bit of a
last lap was at 23.2. You're currently 1.3 seconds
like I said, I'm
slower
not
than your
really
best.
working on saving tires while I do this with you guys. I'm more working on really just trying to drive the car hard and get a feel for what she's capable of, you know. Like I said, I really am crazy about the idea that NASCAR has decided.
Your lap time was
kind of
23.5. You're currently 1.7, slower than your best.
The car, so they have a more of a production car look that we would buy off the showroom. I think they did a really, really good job. I think the technological advances they made were, you know, advancements that were going to have to happen, and a lot of the situations of them, I think they were overdue.
That lap was at 23.2. That puts you 1.4 off your best.
A bummer to see the manual training go. So this manual training is just becoming a thing of the past. Well, most even younger people today don't know how to drive one. So you know, that's you can figure, you know, other cars and stock cars and things are going to start switching these type of transmissions and things like that. It is, you know, the wave of the future.
That lap time was 23.4. You're now 1.5 seconds off your best.
So, I mean, you know, independent rear suspension, I think, is definitely going to open a lot up for these cars. I think we're going to see a lot more speed and a lot better handling and cornering speeds coming out of these cars with the independent rear suspension.
That was 23.3. You're currently 1.4, slower than your best.
Really go see what it's about. You know, NASCAR really wanted to try and make these things a lot more road course friendly. You know what I mean? It's really was their ultimate goal. These cars do run a 16-inch rotor, which is going to allow, I think what I was
Watch your
hearing
speed limit in the
was
pits. Box in
30% more
1,560
braking.
feet.
So going from a 16-inch rotor, or excuse me, from a 13-inch rotor to a 16-inch rotor with the single lug in there. And there's some things that Goodyear's doing with the tire compounds and stuff are still trying to keep, the cars within the
Box in
driver's
5,
hands, so to say.
4,
So it's
3,
definitely going to be
2,
interesting to see how it
1.
all goes.
Box now.
Like I said, the first impression, definitely less brake when you're doing things because the rotors, you can definitely feel the difference in the rotors, how they grab, how the car turns with them. Definitely can use the brakes more to turn through, to get the car to rotate a little bit better than what you could before, which are all good things, I think. Um, so like I said, up to this point, my first impressions of these cars are really, really cool. But then again, I don't think we've seen, what is the final uh, product that we're going to see out of these cars. Um, like I said, as data comes in and, as they get more data and the cars are driven next year, and I think when they start testing in October, we'll get more of a realistic feel and the updates what the car will be like. Because as of right now, being a novice driver, well, I guess you could say that. I mean, I've been iRacing about a year, running close to an 1800 I rating. Um, so yeah, as a non-pro driver, it'll be interesting to see. So let's load into the road race real quick, and we'll do some comparisons in this between at one point I'll jump in the Ford, try to stay me on the same tracks and try and get a feel and see if they have any different feel to them than what the old car than what from each other. The old cars were basically the same. I really thought the Ford, the Chevy, the Toyota, it really comes down to what manufacturer like. I kind of felt like they drove the same. Didn't really feel any real difference in how they drove, just a different cockpit look. Um, I do generally drive the Toyotas myself. So let's see how this goes. This should be fun. These cars are made a little bit better to be a little bit more road course friendly, from what I understand, which you should be. With more tire, more brake, better stopping power. You should have more grip for turns, so it should be better. But I don't know. Now, pardon me on this one. I do not. Um, I do not know this track really well. I've only ran 5, 6 laps on it, maybe. So let's see if I can do it any better than these than I did the Cup cars, which just I'm not gonna lie, it was not, my friend. Do we even have a setup for it? Let's see here. There it is, right there. Coda. All right, well let's give her a go. On track. Coda in the Toyota.
Pit lane speed limit is 40 miles per hour.
Oh, off the track there, a little hard, a little fast. Like I said, really don't know the track well. So we're just trying to putt around. Not a good road racer. Oh, big turn. Okay. Once again, do not know the track. I want to go ahead and help myself out a little bit because I don't know the track. And just throw on the drive line. Just so I can kind of get an idea on what's going on. Like I said, I've never ran a race here or any of that good stuff, so have really no idea. Just decided to get on it because this is my next 2 weeks are Dover and then here for the WTF Racing League um, series. So I'm trying to run my way around a little bit. Oh, loose there. Oh, loose. All right, favorite. Definitely a lot different here. I'm not sure what. Maybe it's just cold tires. I don't feel like I'm over pushing things, but you know, this is a track. It looks definitely tough. What I need to do is really check it on a Watkins Glen or somewhere that I'm familiar with. With would probably be better. Downshift is a little different. I think you still kind of got to bop the gas when you downshift. That's be crazy because there's a lot of speed here. All right, bringing out the downshifting part. Wow, I barely touched the gas there. So, a little bit loose on the road course. Like I said, new cars, new tracks. Not quite sure. Like I said, I'm horrible on the road courses, but that's a big time turn. Oh, wow. Let's give it another go. Very slow portions of this track. Those of you who ran it probably know it, like I said, know it better than me. I'm going to give myself a little bit better angle on the turn. Gonna let the track somehow. Oh, barely. See, that's maybe I need to adjust my steering because man, that thing's super loose, super loose. Well, let's see here, done. Let's see something real quick. Setups. Let's try Watkins Glen. I know that track a little bit better, so maybe that'll be a better test for it because I don't know Coda and clearly I suck at it. Not that I'm going to be better at Watkins Glen, but you know, hey, it's a track I know, so maybe I can get a better deal on what I'm trying to do there. You know, because clearly can't fucking run Coda. But that's all right. We'll go back. We'll go to the Glen. Oops. Do the cup version. Done. Test drive. All right, we'll give this one more go on the road course. Really twitchy on the steering. A lot of the throttle response is really quick. So it was hard to kind of get it around those turns and keep the ass in underneath me at Coda. I mean, I'm gonna have to figure it out. I think it'd been a lot easier if I said I knew the track. I really don't know them in the cup cars. I've only ran 4 or 5 laps on it in a cup car. Not much better than what I ran there. That being said, Walking Gun's a track I know a little bit better. I'm a horrible road racer, anyways. Trying to get better at it, but I'm not going to say I'm any good. And let's just see how it goes on Watkins Glen. Fun track, good place to run. I really enjoy Watkins. All right, now let's give it a try. See if things go anywhere. Let's go back in here. I'd like to Kill the drive line because I don't need it done. Go to the garage, iracing. Down here to the Glen. Bam! There we are. Let's give her a go now. See if it goes any better here at the Glen.
Pit lane speed limit is 45 miles per hour.
I don't know these cars too much, so it's definitely going to take a little getting used to them. Definitely smoother going over the bumps. I'm a little better. At least made the outlet right. Well,
That lap time was 1:17.3.
I think they kind of sound cool too. It's definitely not too bad here. Just definitely learning the gearing differences is going to make a huge difference. Definitely breaking too much. Decent save. You know, I overbraked that thing. It was definitely a decent enough save. Oh, got a little loose there. Alright, let's try something. What if my first feedback's a little bit off? But still, I'm not too bad.
Track
like
temperature's decreasing. It's now 1:15 Fahrenheit.
But, still no, that's, 20, okay. Still not a very good road racer, but you know, that's how it goes sometimes. You know, so let's give her a go. Let's try it one more time. This time I am going to do what? Oh, it's still 46. Let's go 53 just for the curiosity's sake of it. See if it makes it any better. Give her a go. So 1:17.3 is my best. Like I said, I am not a fast road racer to begin with. Definitely that little change in the steering made a huge difference, though. I'll tell you that much. um, on these dudes. Like I said, still trying to get my button configuration set up. These are a good bit different than the other cars. I think they are a little more road course friendly. Some of them are much to pick up. It's still really good, so it's hard to tell. Seem to be getting pretty good around the turn here. A little bit pushed that out for me though. I think I just went too much throttle. Definitely get the road courses a little bit better, I think, than other cars. The little cars seem to be a little bit better, that's for sure. Got a good time going here, see how it goes. Alright, 2 gears there. Like I said, downshifting is going to be a little tricky. But, nice. Really gotta. And it's still not like driving a GT3 car or something like that that's really, 6 inches. They are definitely heavier still. But they're definitely a much better road course ride than the old cars, I would have to say the difference in being better in that aspect. But again, this is not a Dexter road racer. Really a shitty road racer. But, hey. Definitely more mechanical grip. Less downforce, though, it seems like. So that changes the grip level a little bit, to an extent. I get the timing of the shifting now. You kind of got to get the gas a little bump on the downshift just to be smooth with it. Shot that a little hot, trying to do something different. It's on me.
Sector 1 time is good. Your sector 2 time is quick. You've just done a 1:15.6. Sector 3 time is quick.
Definitely faster here. This setup than I was in the cup cars. This one here is about a 116 now. I'm already at a 115 of these, so they are definitely a little more road course friendly. Sure. Definitely a little more road course friendly. A little more forgiving on the mistakes, especially the guys like me who are just bad road course racers.
Sector 2 time is okay. Your last lap time was a 1:14.9. Sector 3 time is fast.
14.8, so not too bad. Get better. Push it to the chicane here, a little bit of wheel spin. We're driving now. Trying to pick up speed, get a lot more confidence in what I'm doing with the car.
Sector 2 is 0.6 off your best.
It's alright though. 1:14.899 is my best. You can see there it says 1:14.9, but according to my own deal, it's 1:14.899. So not too bad. Definitely a much more road-friendly vehicle. Now, like I said, I am a horrible road racer, so don't take my word on it, but I gotta say at this point I am super impressed with these new cars. I really do like them. I like the look. I like the kind of sound they give. I know I hear a lot of people complaining. I heard a lot of people really on that deal last night. To each their own. I do enjoy them. I think they're pretty good drive. I think they're a work in progress clearly. But I mean, my first general impressions of them, which get a chance to make a good impression. The first impression once is that they are a pretty solid vehicle. Seem to be doing very well. Still gotta learn, the braking with them, make it a little bit better. That'll come as we drive them more and get to know them a lot more. And at this point, I gotta say, I am really liking the new car. I don't think this is definitely Phil Desmond. They do have us good racing. I've seen an iracing with the few little bit I've done with them is an indication, and we should be just amazing to race. And like I said, granted, now we don't know. We ain't got any feedback from what the Cup guys are doing for testing or racing or anything else at this point. But still gotta say, seems like a good machine. But we ain't seen outside of testing before Isaiah's making it. We haven't gotten a real good basis on it. So, but it's good. First impressions seem very positive.
Sector 2 time is good.
Definitely like on the road courses, Dover, by myself, you by myself, man. It was a fun drive around Dover. Dover, I noticed these bigger brake discs and things like that. I can definitely take it just a tad bit deeper into the turns. And just the way it's stuck in Dover was really nice. Just stuck to the track really, really well.
That lap time was 1:15.2. Sector 3 is a 10th off your best.
So now you definitely got to get downshifting. You got to get a little bump on the gas there, because if you're off on it, you don't downshift quite the way you want to, and it doesn't work as well. But that being said, uh, I really am. I really am impressed with the new car. I wish you could see out that right side or left side mirror a little bit better, to tell you the truth. But um, other than that, these things are pretty fucking amazing. I gotta say. Um, Put these videos up for y'all. Then I'm gonna go ahead and at some point here in a little bit run one of those unranked over races right now, just to kind of get a feel for the car a little bit more. Like I told you, I ran one last night. I didn't really, I think I streamed it. I didn't record it. Today I'm gonna go ahead and record one for y'all and give them a go and see how it goes during the daytime. But yeah,
Sector
really
2 is 0.3, off your best.
Other guys I heard last night when I was doing it, really did not. They're like, well, it sounds like crap, or it's this, that, or another, who are, but I think ultimately when it's all said and done, once they see the racing that we're gonna have, I think they're gonna like these a lot better as well. I really do. I think they're gonna like them a lot better. I get a little less breaking in there, but finish this lap. My wife just brought me some breakfast, so I'm gonna eat. And like I said, I'll start looking for that race to run. Ooh, I broke a little later there. Definitely was the best wrong way to go. But anyhow, once again, guys, I hope you like what you saw. I'm sorry about the shit show of a road racer I am. I'm probably not even really good at even the oval stuff. I just really enjoy doing what I do and have a good time with it. But drop a comment, a like, a follow, subscribe. Every little bit does help. Tell me what you think of the new cars. Let me get your opinion on it, your feedback, what you guys feel from it, for those of you who follow me. And we'll go from there. We'll go forward. Anyways, thanks for joining me in the kitchen, and have a great day.